It's time for Superkids, everybody. And we are working with the letters K and Q today. And our daily routine part will be with letters that start with, I think I'm going to just leave it on there because this part is something that they have to do. So if I say a word that starts with the letter K, you want to hop up and down like a kangaroo. Okay, first word is kid. Are you a kangaroo right now? Perfect. Bike. Kick. Keep. Reading. Kindergarten. You should have been jumping like a kangaroo 4 times. Were you jumping like a kangaroo? That sounds like fun, doesn't it? Okay, we are ready next for where I am going to say a word and you use letter cards. Or if you're with your parents, you can just say what letter the word starts with. It will either start with a W with the W sound or a K with the K sound. First word is wind. Kite. Kiss. Wave. Kept. Kind. Kitchen. Waterfall. Kingdom. Not sure if I went too fast for you, so feel free to pause the video anytime you need to. And that is instead of dictation today, so there is no dictation for today. Now, we will need to go next to the parent portal, and it will show you. So you need to go to rowlandreading.org and sign in with your password. If you need help with your password, let me know because I have everybody's password. And then you will want to go to the parent portal, and I can preview that. And then what you'll need to see is there are no audiobook activities, but you want to find page 3 in your book. So page 3 is just a handwriting practice. And since it is for the letters K and Q, I am going to show you how to do that while my husband videotapes. And we will hopefully get this to work. So you can watch while I show you how to make a K and a Q. So for a K, you have a paper that looks just like this. You want them to practice while I am, after I tell you how to do it. Okay, so you start at the top, do a straight line down, stop at the strawberry line. These lines aren't strawberry, vanilla, chocolate. That should have been chocolate line. Okay, then start at the strawberry line, go slanted in, pause at the vanilla line, and then do a slanted line out. These 2 lines should be in about the same spot coming in and out. So that is why there is a 1 here and it goes down. And then you start up here again with the dot and there's where the 2 goes. That is strokes. So if you want, your child would like to practice skywriting, we usually had our arm out straight and then you kind of trace like that. You go down and then you do slanted line like this. You do it in the air first. That's skywriting. They made skywrite with me right now. So you do a straight line down, stop at the chocolate, start up on the strawberry line, slanted line into the vanilla, slanted line out to the chocolate. So your child will want to practice making capital K's all the way along there after I finish doing this part of the video. You can pause it for them to do it, or you can listen to the whole video first and then work on it afterwards. Either way works. So for a small K, it looks similar to a capital K. You start at that strawberry line again. You go straight down, stop at the chocolate. But this time you start at the vanilla line and you do a slanted line into about the middle of that line and then in there. So this is about the middle between the vanilla and the chocolate. So you do slanted line in, slanted line out. These should be in about the same spot also. Okay, so you're going to skywrite again. You do a straight line down, stop at the chocolate, lift your pencil fingers up, and you want to be on the vanilla line now and do a slanted line in and a slanted line out. And you will want to fill this whole line with small K's. They don't have to be too close together. You can do 1 or 2 fingers in between each one. So at least 5 on each line. And next we are going to make a Q. The first part of a capital Q is an O. So you want to start at 2 o'clock just like you would for a normal one. And then you are going to go around and then touch the chocolate. And then you stop where you started. And you go about halfway in between the vanilla and the chocolate. Start right here. Do a slanted line out, and it should end on the chocolate line. It could possibly be a little bit higher. Okay, let's skywrite that one. You go around, and then back where you started, and then start in between the vanilla and the chocolate inside the circle, and you do a slanted line out to the outside of the circle. This circle is a little bit fatter than this one. This one might be a little bit better. Not sure. So anyway, something like that. You want to do at least 5 going across. Now we are ready for a small Q. And a small Q is similar to a small G. A small G has the hook going this way. A small Q has the hook going the opposite direction. You want to start at 2 o'clock between the vanilla and the chocolate lines, and you go back, touch the vanilla line, and touch the chocolate line, and then you get where you started, and then you want to go straight up and straight down, and you're going to make a curve. You want to make sure that most of your circle is on this side, so that when you come back down, it does not look like this, because if you don't do it right, it will, if you go straight down, it'll make a line with cutting the circle in 2 parts. You don't want this. You want it to look more like that. Possibly a little bit smaller circle. Okay, let's skywrite that. You want to start with 2 o'clock by the vanilla line, go back and up, touch the vanilla line, keep going around in a circle, touch the chocolate line, keep going around, stop where you started, go straight up, touch the vanilla line, straight down, and when you get below the chocolate line, you make a little hook going to the right. So you want to make at least 5 of those going across here. And after you're done practicing on here, then you want to do it on page 3 in your Superkids book. And so that's where you are now. You may pause and work on that page right now, or you may listen to the rest and then do that at the end. Next, we're going to talk about handwriting. I took a photo of yesterday's handwriting and today's handwriting from in my Superkids teacher's manual. So this is the handwriting for today. I took a photo of it. I will attach it to the email. You will probably see it on there before you see this. This was yesterday's back here. And I took a picture of that one also. And that will be on that email as well. If you already did this, great. It was on the lesson sheet list that looks like this. So this was yesterday. And it says, the wagwags visit planets. Planet Wump is best. So if your child already wrote that, great. Draw a line with the crayon at the end of that. They probably have already done that. And then they can start today's handwriting on the same paper, just near there. So make sure they're doing about 2 fingers in between words. And the letters should be pretty close together for each word, but there's a space between each word. And then the journal for yesterday was to draw a picture of an imaginary or a real planet on the journal paper and then write a sentence about it. The date goes in the top left corner. The journal paper has handwriting paper on the bottom. So it has 3 lines of handwriting paper a little bit closer together. And then the space on the top is open to draw a picture. And the date goes on the side over here. This is where it is ring bound with, or not ring bound, but has a spiral wire thing to hold it together. And so the date goes up here. You put the number for the month first, which would be a 3, then a dash, and then yesterday was the 30th, so you got to put a 3 and a 0, and then you put another dash, and then you put 2020. So they should know how to do that. They just need you to write the date for them on a different piece of paper or somewhere else so that they can see it to copy it. They always copy it. And then when they write the sentence to go with their planet, it doesn't have to be very long. Have them try to spell some things by themselves, but if they have a really hard word, you can help them with it. It is good for them to try to spell things by themselves because then they're sounding things out. Usually, when fourth quarter starts, we start doing spelling tests. And I didn't start this hoping that these 2 weeks would be the only weeks of online learning, but I'm afraid we might end up going longer. If we end up going more weeks, we'll start spelling the next week. So not the following week when you already have work for the next week. But the next week that you don't have any work for yet, if we don't get to that, we will, or if we still have online learning, then we'll start spelling tests then. I will explain that a lot, and then hopefully we'll get it. This is what is for today. All you have to do is the handwriting in page 3, the worksheet that looks like this, where I just did this. You want to do that. And then the worksheet for today is, this is yesterday's worksheet. It is worksheet number 36. And the directions are always on the bottom. It tells you exactly what to do. So this is the word family one. And most of you got this side pretty well. There are usually 4 pictures over here to color, and one of them is not spelled over here. So it's okay. If you want to spell the last one on the bottom line, that would be great. If you don't want to, that's fine too. On the back, to fill in the bubble, you just color it in. So the one that doesn't fit. So pick, trick, pig. Pig is the one that does not rhyme. You want ick words here. And so you would color in this one. Most of you have been doing that, right? And then your favorite word that ends with ick goes down here. And it can be one that's been on this page, but if you think of a different word that ends with ick, you can do that also. But please write the word on there in case I can't tell what you're drawing, which I'm sorry, you are great artists, but sometimes it's a little tricky. I think that ends our lesson for today. This was a little shorter because we needed to do K and Q. If you have any questions with any of this, please contact me. Let me know. I would be very happy to help you. Have a great evening. Bye.